This book is written in the Etruscan language and contains 6 bound sheets with dimensions of 5 to 4.5 centimeters with total weight of 100 grams, made of 24-karat gold. It was donated to Bulgaria's National History Museum in Sophia. The mysterious donor claimed it was found in the Struma River when a canal was being dug. The book dates back to 600 BC, making this small manuscript more than 2.5 millennia old. Before sharing my translation of the Etruscan text, page by page, I will say a few words about the translation process. The Etruscan language is considered the mother language of Europe. Approximately 50% of the words are derived from Latin, while the other 50% originate from Old English, Old German, Old Italian, and Spanish. Additionally, there are several words with Slavic origins. The reason why this book remained untranslated for so long is due to the lack of understanding of the Etruscan writing system. The language shows influences from Arabic languages and possibly Hebrew, as in most commonly used words, the vowel letters were omitted, particularly the E and U letters, and there were no symbols to mark the presence of vowels, making the language difficult to decipher. However, I claim that these omitted letters were pronounced during reading in Etruscan, and I would like European scientists to reconsider the role this language played in the development of all European languages. Now, let's delve into the book. The book is dedicated to the Mesopotamian goddess Inina, also known as Inana or Ishtar, from whom later goddesses like Astarte in the Roman Empire and Aphrodite in Greece were derived. Inanna was both a goddess of war and love, and at the same time she was the queen of heaven. She had temples in Nippur, Lagash, Shurpak, Zabalam, and Ur, but her main cult center was the Inanna temple in Uruk, whose name means house of heaven. The book itself is a moral codex of Inina. Every page treats a different aspect of the cult. Page number 1 is the cover. Here we see 2 women bringing gifts to the goddess. It is said that the gifts were thrown into the river, and Inanna herself decided which gifts to accept. A fun fact is that the Bulgarian river Struma didn't accept this golden book as a gift. Page number 2 is a moral teaching on how people should handle sorrow and pain due to human loss. It is believed that we should let go of such emotions and thoughts as quickly as possible. Reign in the weakness of the mind. Regarding happiness, graze the lump in throat, crush the malicious by letting it pass through the chimney. The coals are full of ink. No matter the sorrow I call upon, the addiction to it nullify from your mind, fast as the Achilles horse. I would like to say that on the next page, the horseman, which is depicted on the picture, is indeed Achilles riding his horse. Page number 3 is a teaching about what is happening after death and how the Queen of Heaven is punishing not devoted to her. One of the hymns dedicated to her declares, "She stirs confusion and chaos against those who were disobedient to her, speeding carnage and inciting the devastating flood clothed in terrifying radiance." After that, they journeyed into one, your soul and your breath slowly upwards. In the grave buried flesh decays. The heavenly kingdom rules Inanna. She ashes you slowly, then a strong rain falls. Here on the picture you see Achilles' horse. Page number 4 is the key for divine mercy. I tell you, the force of life flows even if it's tormented. The fighter, due to his tortures, shrinks, shares again the key for divine mercy. For devotion, the betrayer confess, do not deny the fool's horns sometimes. I would like to pay attention to the word which I translated like a fool's horns. It is consisted from azena, which is the ancient word for donkey, from ferula, which is the Latin word for horns of a young deer, and neis, which is the imperative form of nier, which means deny. And exactly on page number 2 of the book is depicted donkey with a horn. Page number 5 is connected with the dualistic nature of Inana. From one side, she was the goddess of love, in the meaning of sexual love. She wasn't a wife or a mother goddess. From the other side, she was the goddess of war, and closely connected with the manlishness. It was also believed that she had the possibility to transform self into a man. Feel the light breeze of Hekuma. Let it seduce you. Thank for the power you feel. Old age constantly changes the throat. Drunkenness is a meaningless amusement. The barrel feel. Manhood lies in the dense underarms and mustaches. I would like to pay attention to the word for drunkenness. It is formed by the words deal, which means share, and skuna, which means goblet or halp. And in my opinion, on page number 4 is exactly depicted a goblet. Page number 6 is a moral teaching about fame. The reputation of being perfect embrace. The soul longs to be unchained from the greatness of being famous. What is depicted on the last page, we see two of the main symbols of Inanna cult. In the middle of the top we see the horns of a bull, which was the main figure in the Gilgamesh myth. It was the bull of heaven, and under it we see a bird, and it is exactly dove. The goddess Inanna was transforming self into it. I forgot to say that on page number 4 this picture like a griffon is indeed the picture of the goddess Inanna itself. If you look at the Mesopotamian images of the goddess, you will notice that she was exactly depicted with wings and a bit animalish body. Thank you for joining our journey 2.5 millennia back in time.